Honor Flight of Northeast Tennessee takes our local veterans on trips to Washington, D.C. to visit war monuments and memorials in our nation's capital. These trips are so important to the men and women who served us faithfully in the military, and Honor Flight needs your help in raising the funds to make sure these trips happen. And here to tell us more about this important fundraiser they have coming up is Baines and Pat Campbell. Appreciate y'all being here today.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate you.
Mo even broke his hat out. He said nobody would recognize him without his hat.
They will not.
But you got this big breakfast coming up. Give us all the details.
Okay, this will be our third fundraiser breakfast at the Central Church of Christ on Oakland, Johnson City. All funds of this comes through this go straight to Honor Flight. It's by donation only. We've got a great breakfast plan. We're going to have tenderloin. It's a country breakfast. It's all you can eat, so just keep it coming.
Biscuits and gravy?
Biscuits and gravy, tenderloin.
Biscuits and gravy, I tell you, and tenderloin.
We've got a place in Greenville that is making us some custom sausage for this. It's out of this world.
All right.
I would like to take the opportunity to thank the Bristol Motor Speedway. They just donated 2 tickets to give away Saturday morning, so we will have a drawing for that.
All right.
So that's another incentive to come on out. Support these veterans, folks. This is a trip of a lifetime for these guys.
Right.
And we put these gentlemen and ladies, we have taken a 96-year-old lady up there, taken 200-year-old World War II vets up there. And it's just a trip of a lifetime to see the expressions on their face when they do this. And it's just hard to explain, but it's completely covered by our donations.
Right.
They don't even buy a cup of coffee or a pack of Lifesavers.
And y'all have got a trip coming up with the World War II and Korean veterans that is going to be happening. This is going to help with that as well.
Yes, it's we have our meet and greet on the 21st.
Right.
And then we leave Friday morning on the 22nd to the 24th. We'll come back on Sunday. We'll take them up. We'll see all the memorials, and we'll have the first thing we'll stop at the World War Memorial. Then Saturday we'll have a full day of visiting the memorials, and that night is when we let our hair down, so to speak, a little bit. We have a band, a group that's a couple that goes with us that plays for us, and we meet at the, what's the name of the?
American Legion.
American Legion, Fairfax. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
And they play music, and the ladies all grill. We fix us a big dinner.
Right.
And
just going to be a big time.
oh, honey, those veterans get down when they get done. I mean, you think they were tired? You think they're tired? And
They may be in their 80s or 90s.
Oh, yeah, but
they on up there, but they're going to
hey, they
party.
got moves I've never seen before, so it's pretty good. And they enjoy that. And basically, that's what we're here for, is for our veterans. Because if we didn't have them,
right,
we wouldn't be here what we are today.
Exactly.
We wouldn't be able to doing what we're doing
You're
today.
exactly right.
And if you ever see a veteran out, please tell them thank you for what they've done. They've given so much for this country, and sometimes they don't always get the recognition that they need. And this is one way of us saying thank you. We appreciate what you've done for us.
This is just in one small way rewarding them for the service they gave to our country.
And you know, and they'll tell you,
right,
well, I didn't think anybody cared.
Right.
And that just breaks your heart when you see these men that gave so much, and then they just don't think they were being appreciated. And it feels so good to see the release and the happiness on their faces. Well, you know, I did do something, and I'm good for it, you know.
And Mo, is a veteran yourself.
Right.
It's just got to make you feel good to help out other veterans as well.
I'm not rich by any means, Chris, as far as money-wise, but I've got 2 healthy grandkids. We've been married for 46 years to the same woman, believe it or not. And it's time to give back.
Right.
And that's what I do. I give back. No one makes a dime out of this. Every penny we raise goes toward those trips. And this is probably right now the last that we'll have of the World War II that are physically able to take this trip.
Right.
We've got 7 World War II, 12 Korean, and 1 Vietnam.
Right.
And we're steadily depleting those people that are able to go on these trips, you know, to take that trip. And we want to make this just, as Pat says, it's just a trip of a lifetime. If you've never seen a 96-year-old, the 96-year-old lady that we took up there last year was a WASP, and she flew planes from where they were built in the States to the coast to be transported to the theater. and I think she had more dance invitations.
Oh my goodness, she
that night.
was belle of the ball. I mean, she was
absolutely.
so. You would think she would be tired, but she got up that next morning. She's ready to go again. She was just. I mean, she was just wonderful. And you know, we couldn't do this too if we didn't have the volunteers that we do have, because it's basically all volunteers, and nothing is given. I mean, nobody gets any momentary things out of it.
And you're constantly looking for new
And we're
volunteers.
constantly looking for donations, volunteers.
Mo, Pat, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us.
I tell you
We
what, thank you
appreciate
for the
it.
work you do. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you so much. We've got the information up on the screen right now. It's the Honor Flight Breakfast. It's coming up Saturday, April 9th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Central Church of Christ in Johnson City. HonorFlightTN.org. Folks, help them out if you can.
Thank you.